Good morning and good afternoon and welcome to Rocket Rackers TV. Today's match we are bringing you is the Challenge 21 Plate Final. Today's competitors are Sam Buckley and Darren Daniels. They're both in the building and ready to go. They're just sorting themselves out for a moment before we get going. So I'm going to do the pre-match warm-up. Today's tournament is the Challenge 21. It's a group stage and plate and cup competition where the top two players of the group qualify for the cup. The next two players qualify for the plate and the fifth player doesn't qualify. All matches are a race to 11. with entry pound £40, so that makes a nice £800 prize pool with 20 players across 4 groups of 5. We've got the cup coming up later, but for now we're watching the Challenge 21 plate. Well, the winner gets £130 and the runner-up gets 70. Let's have a look at how we got here. Sam Buckley bested Peter Boreham 11-5, and Luke Cross bested Adam Humphreys 11-7 in the quarterfinals, where Sam beat Luke 11-3 in the end to get into the final. Darren Daniels bested Jamie Close 11-8, and Stephen Wonder beat Joe Ham 11-7. And then Darren Daniels beat Stephen Wonder 11-8 in the semi-finals to reach the final. Quick look at the group. So Darren Daniel qualified 4th in Group A, so he's done very well to come through from just the single victory to get to the plate final. Just goes to show, as long as you can qualify, then you've still got a chance to get in the money. And Sam Buckley finished 4th in Group D. So 2 4th place qualifiers. Sam was in a three-way points tie there between Matt Lambert, Stephen Wonder and Sam Buckley. All 3 of them won 2 matches apiece. But he's managed to come through in the plate to reach the final and win some money. As we said earlier, the entry was £40, so runner-up taking 70 and the winner 130 means that there is some profit for our competitors today. And we are live from Rocket Ronnies in Southampton with over 30 pool tables of various disciplines. They've got a nice new dartboard set up, and they've got live BT Sports on 6 50-inch TVs and a 10-foot projector screen. They're a fully licensed bar with real ale and cocktails, wheelchair accessible and family friendly, and they serve hot and cold food throughout the day from 12 until late. Staff and busyness depending. And they also run a Q Sports Academy every Saturday, but you have to check for availability just to make sure, because the operators do participate in some competitions, and that's for 10 to 18 year olds who want to level up their abilities in English 8-ball pool, 9-ball, Chinese pool and snooker. And that's run by DBS checked WPBSA World Snooker coach Simon Ayers, and that runs from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday mornings at a charge of £10 per junior per session. So why don't you get in touch with them? It's a great way to get the kids leveled up and get them out on a Saturday morning. Give them something to do. Rocket Ronnies is open 10 till midnight Monday to Saturday and 10 till 10 on Sunday, and no memberships required. So why don't you just pop on down to play. Our next stream is the Cup Final. That's coming to you live from Rocket Rackers TV here at Rocket Ronnies from 3 p.m. today. That's a race to 11 between Dan Hemphill and Matt Morsdale. They come from Group C, first and second, respectively. And they were on the stream before, so you can go and see Dan beat Matt 11-7 in the Group C last stream on Rocket Rackers TV on YouTube. And that match is sponsored by Prestige Window Cleaners and Hampshire Removals. So we're looking forward to bringing you that in just a few hours. Today's stream sponsor is Appiday Multimedia, providing creative digital solutions on the web, streaming, in graphics and on social media. Also bringing you 8-Ball Arena and Rocket Rackers TV. So if you have a digital creative job that needs to be done, then why not get in touch with us today for that. We'll be going over to the lag for break in a moment. Feel free to...
Well, I do just stick headphones on and...
And we are joined... And we are joined today in the commentary booth by Sam Jones. Hi Sam, how you doing?
Hello mate, I'm very well, thank you. Thank you very much for having me today.
Excellent. So first time on the commentary booth. You've been looking forward to it?
Yeah, very much so. Looking forward to this game as well. Very high standard between both players. So this should be a fantastic exhibition of pool skill.
Definitely. Right, I think the players are ready to go over to the lag for break, so we'll do that. Looks like we have Darren Daniels on the red ball and Sam Buckley on the yellow. Looks like Sam will take it there. Good stuff. So we're pretty much on time for the 12 o'clock break off. So you had a good weekend, Sam?
Yeah, so far so good, mate. Wasn't so good being at St Mary's yesterday, but other than that, it's been a fantastic weekend, mate.
Indeed, yeah. I saw Pompey didn't have a great result for their last match either, but that's how football goes, isn't it? Eh?
Very much is, mate. Very much is, and I'm looking forward to a much better standard of pool today, it has to be said.
Indeed, yeah. These we've got two great players here. As Sam Buckley breaks off frame one, and then we've got Dan and Matt for the cup final later, so that should be excellent match as well.
Yeah, that should be fantastic. Four very incredibly strong players today in two different matches.
Well, that break is dry. Yeah, I went and got sunburnt on the Isle of Wight yesterday. Went on a helicopter ride, which was nice. But didn't respect the sun. It came out in force, it has to be said. And I was feeling it this morning in my shower. Tried to scrub the head and it's like, oh, ouch.
I could imagine.
But yeah, it's been a good weekend.
Yeah, unfortunately no weather turning out today, but made up for it in what is going to be a fantastic carnival of pool today.
Yeah, it's kind of perfect for our circumstances, really. We want the weather to be rubbish when we're doing a Blackball Pool double header.
Absolutely.
We want people indoors with something to do. Well, we'll put the pool on.
Yeah, very much so. It's looking a fairly decent layout on this.
Yeah, it's still an open table at the moment.
This is the beauty of the camera view from above. It has to be said.
That camera has creaked. And Sam takes the yellow.
Yeah, it has to be said, because this is one of the fantastic things about viewing pool from this angle. When you're on the table, the ability to see some of the layouts, you don't get the same view as in comparison to the overhead view, which just gives you such a fantastic map, which you otherwise lack when you're down on the table, because you just can't get that perspective no matter how tall you are. Actually, unless you're Reg, maybe, in which case he is genuinely that tall and can do that.
I've wondered if it would be, obviously it would change the game somewhat, but to have a screen where players could see the table from the bird's eye view. But
it's an interesting concept, that, especially when you think about, granted it's professional snooker, but when you think about any of the snooker matches that are on telly, generally speaking, they have a screen above of which that they can view the TV shot. Oh, that's unlucky. That's desperately unlucky.
So yeah, they do get the benefit of the bird's eye view and can see some shots that they wouldn't normally see. Yeah,
and this is the thing, when again having that ability on a pool table sometimes to be able to get that extra angle, just to be able to suss out a layout that you may not otherwise spot from a different plane.
Absolutely. And for anyone who notices it, Darren is hobbling around the table today. He tried his hand at kickboxing in the wee hours of yesterday morning and suffering the consequences of it, apparently. So
it's a very interesting choice of other sport to pick just before a crucial match. But
absolutely, yeah.
I think that is up there with some of the interesting injuries that sports people can get. Certainly heard one the other day where a footballer has been laid off because he put a cotton bud too far in his ear.
Oh
and
dear.
He is now out for a week.
Well, they say you shouldn't be using them for that in the first place, but
lo and behold,
yeah.
I think if I was his gaffer, I would be furious.
I have to say, when I was younger, I did that myself. In fact, I perforated an eardrum. I sneezed as I was cleaning my ear out, so I just jabbed it, and it was agony for about a week.
Not fun.
No. Well, Darren's run out of position here. Looks like he's...
Yeah, it must have been a touching ball, but it's a nice snooker. That's a good layup.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to play that shot if it wasn't touching ball, because he got hit a cushion in black ball after contact. But yeah, it's a wise utilisation of a touching ball, that's for sure.
To be fair, I didn't think he could see that. That's a lovely effort. Lovely effort, and hasn't left a great deal on here. So I think it is just going to be another safety. Oh, he fancies it. I don't think that went.
Well, the problem with a cut like that is you're never sure where the cue ball's going to end up, but he's done quite well there.
Yeah, I'll take that, absolutely. It's just whether he can develop from here. Oh, I think that's...
He'll have to take the red above the black.
Yeah, slightly short pace there for the one on the bottom cush, because it was looking doable. Oh, just off the jaw. Oh, desperately unlucky.
Well, if Sam can get a good position for this yellow on the bottom rail, then he'll probably be fancying clearing up from this visit now.
Yeah, it looks as if there might be an ability. If you can possibly take this yellow on the cushion, on the side, and top it through, if it gives him an angle.
Just to flick it up a bit.
Yeah, it does, and that is a fantastic shot. Absolutely fantastic.
I'm not sure he's got the angle he would like for the last yellow, though.
I think it could be a lot of topspin on this to really drive it around the table. So trusting a bit to the pace. Oh, no.
He's just covering the pocket.
Fair.
Realised he run out of position there and decided to ensure that Darren's return would be a difficult one.
Yeah, and that it definitely is. It could be quite a protracted frame. Well, I say it could have been, but that is a very measured shot on the face of it. It doesn't actually look as if there's maybe the greatest deal of forethought, but that's actually an incredibly tactical shot. Granted, it does leave only one option.
It was a bit of a difficult shot, that one.
Yeah, it was. I wasn't too sure whether he could have seen the yellow as we see it on the screen to the left up into the top bin, but I'd imagine probably not, because I would have fancied him to have taken that and then put the yellow back in the other side.
And as it is now, Darren's looking good for this frame, unless he runs... Oh, he's just about okay there, I think.
Yeah, take it. It's going to require a reach, though. It's whether he's got the dexterity in that leg. No.
Oh, and it's a foul.
No, it was incredibly close.
Yeah, I think he just pulled up with his leg there.
Yeah. Didn't fancy that on the reach, especially if he's sporting a leg injury. That's going to be a long way to travel.
Sam just used his free shot to develop that yellow. Now he's in prime position to take this first frame.
Nice play, just give himself a medium shot on the black. Yeah, lovely cue in that.
Yeah, he played it nice and confidently. It makes it 1-0. So it must be a novel experience sat here now with the interval music in your headphones as a commentator.
I mean, it's fantastic tunes, mate. It's one of the reasons that I tune into the regular streams that you provide, not only for the japery that is the commentary and the fantastic standard of pool, but also, you know, the music. It's truly a holistic experience, not only watching the streams, but now being on the other side of the divide as well.
You see everything going on. Yeah, the music. I've scoured the internet for royalty-free music, and I thought this will do, because the trouble I get with the content ID from YouTube when it picks up the jukebox, it could be a right pain in the butt.
Yeah, so I saw from some of your previous ones. It's
we had AC/DC's. Was it the rights holding company?
Yeah.
They just most like all the experience I've had so far, they would just give you like demonetize the video until you appealed it, and then they would normally go, oh, okay, fair enough, yeah, you can barely hear it, it's just the algorithm doing its thing, but you clearly didn't deliberately try and use our music, we'll let it go. But AC/DC's company were like, well, we're just going to take the video down immediately, and I was like, what, where's my video?
That's I feel that's a bit of a jip, and that's also desperately unlucky from Sam there. A good effort on that plant. Maybe for the royalty free, just get Adam to provide you some ad hoc music, as he's a musician himself, to see what he can conjure up for you in some bespoke tunes. Yeah,
it might be a good platform eventually for local musicians to provide, and then I can obviously promote them and cite the sources such as their bands and that. So could be another way for musicians to promote their work.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's lovely cued. That is a beautiful shot to give himself position. It has to be said. Frame potentially at his mercy here.
Yeah, he wants to make the most of each visit though, because with that injury he definitely doesn't want to waste opportunities now.
Well, and moreover, the standard of which that Sam can play at, it has to be said, if it were a position that I were in, I wouldn't fancy myself that if I made a mistake. Sam's ability to clear up is very evident by the fact that he's in this match today. So it has to be said, any chance you get is definitely going to need to be taken, and I think that goes for both sides. Darren is an incredibly accomplished player, having played him myself in the winnable round robin a few weeks ago, and it was a very good match, but it goes to show the standard that he has, and that has not
run out of position there. It looks like he's full ball snookered.
Now, it was an interesting shot beforehand. As we see, just a slight delay on that. The way that he's played that with a bit of stun, were there options to either play that's a great shot. Were there either options to play that either softer or harder, to either really develop it or not too much at all.
I'm just getting the interactive scoreboard going there. There you go.
It's a lovely shot from Sam. Just need to have a think about this. How is he going to develop these two yellows around the black? It looks like there is a way to do it. If he can just get low.
Well, you can pick the one to the right of the black off, and then he'll be able to pick the one off to the left of it.
Yeah, if he can get low on that yellow, that's as good as on the black spot, then he'll have the ability just to shimmy that black out, free up the other yellow. But I fancy that one to possibly be one of his last shots. Alright.
Yeah, because he kind of run out of position there, I think, to do anything else.
Yeah, so that was an interesting one, because there was also the other option as well, with the yellow being over towards the middle bag, whether there would have been an angle, possibly a two cushion and into those two yellows, but that would have come with a greater degree of risk. But has covered the pocket though, so
yeah, and the white ball's gone down now.
Oh, that is again unlucky. I do wonder if this is curtains and 2-0.
Well, these matches do swing around. Once you get into a bit of a lead, you can get too comfortable and then the other player relaxes. So we've still got plenty of frames to go here.
Yeah, very much so. It's a long old race. it won't take much just to string another run together in the opposite direction. It's very early days. This frame isn't over yet, and even if it is only 2-0, so there is still plenty of leeway to be able to get back into this.
Oh, he's on the black. Into the right middle. And it's 2-0.
Oh, fantastically played. Yeah, lovely clearance that. So what time is the Matt Dan fest on?
Yeah, so we got the cup final at 3 p.m.
Oh,
for all those watching.
fantastic.
Make sure you stick around for that. That will definitely be a good match. We streamed them in Group C. It was the last stream we did of the group stage, as it goes, and it was a brilliant match. Dan won it 11-7 in the end, which is how a lot of these race to 11 scores end up.
Yeah, it's interesting because I actually played both of them as well within my group, and that's desperately unlucky again. These breaks are not panning out. But yeah, I played both Dan and Matt, and both of them were absolutely sensational. Dan, I actually had the ability, I think at one point I might have been 6-2 up, but he absolutely put the foot to the floor. And with Matt, he was more at parity, and then again pulled away. I had quite a few chances that I just didn't put away, and again, as alluded to earlier, with the standard players that you have, if you do not put those chances away, you will get punished. That's a lovely shot as well. It's very delicate.
Yeah, and they're all up here. The black's potable, and all the yellows are up. So he's just got to not make a mistake and get good positioning, and he could take this frame.
Yeah, striding around with a bit more purpose now as well. I don't know whether that leg's loosening up and he's getting a little bit more limber.
Yeah, this is looking good here now.
Yeah, definitely. Seems to be getting into a groove. That leg seems to be bothering him less and less as he's going through. So I'd back him that the more that leg warms up, the more that he is then going to start firing.
And what's he going to do? Take this middle one, maybe screw back for that yellow into the...
Yeah, looks like it.
Must go into the top left.
It's whether that yellow passes the black. I can't fully tell from the top angle. I'm going to assume it does by the way that he's going to play this.
Yeah.
So it must do. But this does look good.
He's got a hole in his pocket. That chalk fell through his leg.
Oh, lovely. And this has been quite a sumptuous clearance. Very well worked.
It'd be a good way to get your first frame on the board with a dry dish.
Absolutely, a fantastic confidence builder. I mean, it must be said.
And Darren's made it 2-1.
Yeah, it really seemed to hit his flow there. You could kind of tell from the purpose of which he was striding around the table that something seems to have clicked. Maybe it's his hip or his leg, but something has clearly got himself into gear, and the way that he just managed to kind of stride around the table with that degree of purpose, I think now is a sign possibly to Sam that Darren's now turned up, and this game is now going to start moving into the next gear.
Well, they were set up very nicely for him, so he obviously saw an opportunity there and has been able to take it.
Yeah, absolutely. And granted, it was a very nice split, and terribly unlucky for Sam with a dry break. So we'll see what Darren's going to be able to manufacture from his now.
So it's Darren Daniels breaking frame 4. And straight into the head of the pack.
Oh.
The black's gone down, so it's a scratch break, and he'll try that again.
Did seem like it was an interesting one though with that break. It sounded a particularly, almost kind of like a thud instead of a crack. Putting a lot of top on that. Ball, and I was half expecting him to just get the stun to be able to split out. There seems to be quite a lot of top on that, and it didn't seem to give the explosion into the pack as he would have hoped. And having played him before, especially with his break, at times he gives it so much weight. It's almost like he takes a run up.
Oh yeah, the super break.
Yeah, exactly.
When I first streamed him, I thought I've not seen anyone break like this before. But obviously the leg injuries holding him up a little bit there for that style of break.
A little bit like Steve Harmison, just taking a proper. See, that's more like it. That's what we're expecting here. And again, unlucky. It has to be said with the quality of the breaks, because they aren't bad breaks by any stretch. If you look at the split of the balls, they're able to manipulate the pack particularly well. So it would be interesting to assess what it is that's leading to these dry breaks, because both Sam and Darren have two very similar styles of breaking, and yet completely dry within 4, which is remarkable, all things considered.
This table does like to give dry breaks. It's the cloth's not the fastest, I don't think, so it does suck some of the pace out of the balls.
Oh, that's unlucky there. That's going to possibly protract this frame a bit, unless he can manipulate something from here.
Yeah, I think he's got the angle for it.
Okay. Intriguing. I wonder what his consideration is going to be here. Natural angle looks possibly like if he's going to take that yellow, he's going to cannon into that red on the side cushion.
Joe Trivets in the chat, giving some support and love for Darren there. Obviously, we've got at least one fan for Darren watching today.
Not the worst outcome, considering that we've got effectively a pocket tied in the ball as well.
Yeah, at least he's covered one of Darren's reds there now.
I like that. I like that a lot. Still got the angle though, so that yellow is still going to pass, but I do like the attempts within that. The only consideration will be for Sam is what will come out of that shot next. Now, this is an interesting one.
Yeah, he doesn't want to leave that too long.
Oh, that is properly unlucky. I like the thinking, it has to be said. Possibly, even the execution, I don't think there was a great deal that could really be done in that. With the way that the yellow was tied to that red, the options were incredibly limited there, so I think it definitely was a case of doing the best he could with the tools that he had.
Well, Darren's pushed the yellow onto the cushion. It's not a bad move, but it's still potable.
It is, yeah, and again, with the ability that both these players have, either one of them I'd fancy taking a shot along the cushion. That is uncharacteristic of Darren there. I'm not possibly more on the position than the pot. That is unlucky to a degree, but also a very good shot.
I think Darren can pick that red off over the bottom right pocket, but it will open that pocket up for that yellow.
Yeah. It's then what he can manipulate out of that, because the options are limited.
Yeah, those two reds by the black aren't. I mean, they do have pockets, but maybe he'll try and just push one to the bottom right pocket here, which he's done.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Developed them all at least.
Yeah, that's a fantastic shot. Presents Sam quite a lot of problems there.
Yeah, that his yellow at the bottom of the table now doesn't go anywhere. Not really. I mean, he might be able to sneak it into the right middle pocket, but that's a difficult shot.
That's fantastic cueing though, that. Very measured, stayed down on the shot fantastically well. And now it's going to be a case of, can he manipulate the angle? That's a sensational shot.
Yeah.
It has to be said, that is exceptional. I was wondering whether he was going to take the yellow along the top cushion, come down for what was effectively the blue, and come from a position being high on the blue, and then develop some of those reds. But utilising the tactics there, not the worst result there for Darren, not the worst. So now it's going to be a case of what will be employed as tactics as to whether it's gung-ho, which it's not,
we'll
clearly.
See a few more touches in this frame.
Yeah. I fancy this one to be, again, quite a protracted affair. And the thing is, with very cleverly with the shot that Sam has played, that's a lovely double. With the shot that Sam's played, it really does even this frame's playing field. As Darren did have the upper hand, and now it really could go either way.
Yeah, he's probably going to plant this red by the black onto the bottom left. Oh, I don't think he wanted that. I think he wanted to be able to come off a red over the pocket and maybe skill the yellow over the bottom right in. Now he's going to have to try and skill on this one. No,
like that. The only danger that might come from this, though, is a potential re-rack. That's nicely done. This is going to be the key shot.
Just trying for a snooker there.
Now that is exceptional. That is absolutely exceptional. And now this really does present a number of problems here for Darren.
Yeah, he doesn't. He wanted to try and measure his pace there. He didn't want to knock the red into the yellow and pot the yellow, but
yeah, the angle.
Now Sam can just use a free ball to pot that yellow.
Absolutely. The angle just wasn't there by the looks of it, certainly from the angle that he picked, and especially with the pace or lack of in this table, that's always going to be a very difficult shot.
Yeah, he'll plant his yellow. And
Lovely.
The pocket's clear for the black if he wants to go down that one. He's not got the best positioning though for this yellow. Bit tight on the cushion.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those pot, take your medicine, and then just concentrate on this black.
If he can leave the cue ball on the bottom cushion, pot or miss, then at least Darren's options will be limited.
Okay. Now that was an interesting shot. I like the ambition on that, but it did raise the question as to whether that black would have potted cleanly into that pocket anyway without the cannon, and the white still would have been safe. But it was a difficult shot, you know, no matter what. It was a nasty angle, and being very unfortunate from that cannon to be left bang straight. That's a lovely cue in there. Sets himself up nicely for the position here. Just possibly watch the in off. There's quite a lot of angle here.
Yeah, if he just plays it gently enough though, he can still cover the pocket if he misses. Which he's done.
Yeah. It does raise the prospects here of either Sam covering the bottom pocket or possibly, again, depending on the ambition, 3 cushion, top bin? No. Possibly a bit too ambitious. Oh, lovely play. Yeah,
Just
solid.
kicked it in there, yeah.
Absolutely solid. And there it is. 2-2 out of nowhere. Well, Lee, I am going to have to bid you adieu, my friend, because I need to get practicing for my singles match that I've got at 1:30. I need to start working on this break and trying to make sure I do a better job than is presented by this table.
Well, thank you for joining us for a few
Thank you very
frames.
much for having me, my friend. It's been a pleasure.
Cheers, Sam.
I'll catch you later.
That was Sam Jones, everyone. Thank you to Sam for joining us. If you're watching this and you fancy yourself a bit of a commentary experience, then feel free to get in touch. I'm quite welcoming down here. And it's always nice for me to be joined by someone. 2 commentators are better than 1, but back to 1 now. As it's Sam Buckley breaking frame 5. Yellow down, red down. A little bit of work for either colour here. The black over on the left cushion. Well, the black's been brought out and he's taken yellows, but he's not on one. That's quite unfortunate for Sam there. And he was fully snookered, so he was able to just come up off the bottom cushion and sit behind those yellows. And maybe Darren will just develop this red and send it up. Get the cue ball down. That's a good shot. I don't think he's snookered Sam here. I bet he can touch the bottom yellow. Enough to send one over to the pocket. Bit of a loose effort there by Darren. And that's a nice touch. Gonna take a left to the middle now. Just wondering what he's going to do with the middle of these 3 yellows. I'll have to figure that out on his next visit. Darren's got a red to the right middle. We can start off with. He sends the cue ball up and down, up and down. Touches the black. Oh, wow. And he's got a long shot to the top right. I mean, he's got this red into the right middle as well, but it is a difficult shot. He's probably more comfortable with the long shot to the top right. And he just couldn't really get positioning on that visit. And his reds are all tied up on the left-hand side of the table here. Well, Darren's managed to tie up that yellow. Very measured, tactical approach. But it is plantable. Oh, and the cue ball gets a bad kick there, but he's still okay for the plant. And that's a good effort. He makes sure that he puts the yellow somewhere useful and uses the cue ball to get the pot. And he did have very awkward cueing there. Oh no, he's put the yellow on the top rail. It's not a good place for it. And Darren knows that if Sam returns to the table in this frame, he's not going to have an easy shot unless Darren leaves the cue ball in a place where it is. I'm going to put this red in the bottom right. And he's got position for a red into the middle. Really? Yeah. And then they probably have to take the bottom red into the bottom left. And he's going to start with that one. Just line himself up better for this shot into the middle. That's perfect position, really. Natural angle just to roll the white up ever so slightly and be above the red into the bottom left. And we're looking at a 5-frame turnaround here. From 2-0 up to potentially 3-2. And he's made it 3-2. So Darren Daniels from 2-0 down goes 3-2 up and into the lead with 3 consecutive frames. And don't forget, we are back here at 3 p.m. with Dan Hemphill versus Matt Morsdale in the live final for the Challenge 21 Cup, where the winner bags £400 and the runner-up bags £200. So stay tuned. Makes a great bank holiday Monday of Blackball Pool. It's raining out there, so why not? And if you're feeling like you want to get involved, then you can come and join the commentary team if you like. Darren's smashed it, but it's dry. I don't know anyone who puts more effort into their break than Darren. Not down here anyway. Sam's taken the yellows. Oh, he's got the one on the top left, but he's taken the one on the top right. I'd like to give a shout out to Martin Smith as well. He's the one who's organised this Challenge 21 competition. He put it together and has worked with the players to get it over the line and get everyone together and everyone playing. Has managed the money, and I think he's done a good job here. So thank you, Martin, for putting all this together. Now, Sam's just got to make sure that off this last yellow we can get good position on that black, because it's covered into the bottom left and it's over on the left hand side and it's covered into the middle left, so he needs to get underneath it, and it's covered into the right middle, and he didn't get a position anyway unless he was planning to double it. And now a chance here for Darren. He just goes for the snooker. I'm not sure he's got it. Yes, he has. I'm looking right down the barrel of this shot, and it's a full snooker. Yep, total. It's quite a troublesome angle here, and Darren's left the cue ball right on the cushion, so Sam doesn't have a lot of agency on the ball. He's going to have to try at least 2 cushions. No, it's just, I'm not sure there was a way to get out of that one. That was a good snooker. Oh, that's a good shot. He's managed to move that yellow out of the way. That was hampering one of his reds. Just needs to double check now that's the red he wants to take and what route he's going to take. That's a nice little plant there. Very well played. He just wants to send this cue ball up the table now. Oh, wind the yellow. That will do. Natural angle on this last red, just to come across to the left side of the table and down. Doesn't need to put too much into this cue ball. Has he put too much though? Oh, he's got away with it and he can take it into the right middle. Not sure he played for that, but just about played it with enough power. And he goes 4-2 up. So Sam now needing to find a response to Darren Daniels' 4-frame streak. He opened it up with a dry dish and has managed to take the next 3 frames to make it 4-2. I think Darren was indicating we might be taking a break after 7 frames. So this is frame 7, Sam Buckley to break. He's got the cue ball out of dodge, but it's come out dry. It was a really good break there, but unlucky not to have something go down. And these reds are looking tasty, it has to be said. They're covering pockets all over the place. The only red that's of concern is between the yellow and the black. He's obviously going to need to, if he wants to take it into the bottom right, he needs to clear the red that's in the way first. So he just needs to get the right route. Oh, has he come too far there? I don't think he was expecting to try and take this red into the right middle. Have to take it. He wanted it into the left middle, really. Yeah, and he's missed it. But it is plantable for his return. Well, as we said, Sam's in a good position here now. He's got a couple of yellows near the cushions, but he's got good opportunities to get on them. He's not really taken them unless he really fancies doubling. Run himself out of position there. Well, he's gone for a snooker. He's not got a snooker, but he's stopped Darren from potting. Darren could try and get a snooker of his own here, though. Oh, and Darren's going to put a red on the cushion. And again, Sam's failed to get a good position on that yellow. And I think the black is covered to bottom pockets. It's definitely covered to the bottom left. It's a good double. And he must feel it goes into the bottom right. And it does, and he makes it 4-3. I think they'll be having a break after 8 frames. I couldn't quite count the number of fingers on the hand at the time. But Sam will be happy he got that one. It was a good little clear up in the end with a couple of visits. Maybe got a bit lucky that Darren didn't make the best of his last visit there. So this is Darren Daniels breaking for frame 8. And it's a wet break, which he's happy with. And I'll just take a touch to develop a red there. And he's got a shot to start off with. Can't put much power into it. So he needs good positional play. Yeah, he's got... I'll try and sneak this yellow past off the cushion. Oh, he's tied up that red. Does go into the bottom right. And he just gently drops a red into the right middle pocket there. That was wow. It was good to recover the red. And he does have a shot, at least into the top left. It's a long one. He's got one into the middle as well. But he's just hit it too hard. A bit too much pace, and those middle pockets like to reject balls like that. And Sam's in a good position here now. Everything is up and open, other than this rail yellow. Not sure this would be a better... I think this might be the best chance to take it. He needs to feather it along into the bottom right. That's dropped. Oh, and he's run out of position there. And he's total snookered. He's put the cue ball down. Saving grace, he's touched a red onto the top left rail. Which Darren uses his first touch to try and develop, and he's gone and pushed it down to the bottom rail. It is a bit easier to put on that rail though, I guess. Bit of a wasted opportunity, and Sam is grateful to get another chance at the table. That should be quite straightforward now for the last 3 balls. And I'll just roll down. Oh, it's not rolled down enough. I don't think that black passes the red into the bottom right. I might have to try a double here. You just needed to roll down a bit more, really, so we could have taken it into the middle. Is he looking at a cannon? Yeah, he was. Oh, Darren gets another chance at this frame. One saving grace as Sam put the black close to that middle pocket cushion. I think Darren could have just played that red along to cannon the red in to the bottom right pocket, but he chose to try and get a snook up. Should be easy to recover from. But now the black is out in the middle of the table. And Darren will probably fancy this opportunity now. Yep, good shot. And he's nicely above this black to take it into the bottom left pocket. Cue ball. Oh, and he's just forfeited the frame there. That's a bit of an error. And it's 4-4, and these two are going to have a 5-minute break. So if you need to put the kettle on or get some washing out of the machine and hang that up, then go ahead and do that now. This is the Challenge 21, brought to you by Rocket Rackers TV, organised by Martin Smith. Has a group stage, plate and cup. Races to 11, entry £40. We've followed 4 groups of 5 players across the group stage, which you can see there. We've got Darren Daniels from Group A and Sam Buckley from Group D. Both finished 4th in their groups. And of course, in Group C, you can see Sam Jones unfortunately finished 5th there. He was joined us for a little spot of commentary. We thank Sam for that. So he's faced the finalists of our cup. That's coming at 3 p.m. This competition is the Challenge 21 plate, where the winner gets £130 and the runner-up takes 70. And we're at 4-4 now. Darren just threw away an opportunity to go 5-3 up there. I'm sure Sam will be happy with that. Another quick look at how we got here. So Sam beat Peter Borum 11-5 and then Luke Cross 11-3. Quite comprehensive victories, really, to get into the final. Darren had to beat Jamie Close 11-8 and then Stephen Wonder 11-8 to reach the final. So he's taken a few more frames to get there. But get here he has. Today's live Blackball Pool action is brought to you from Rocket Ronnies in Southampton, with 33 tables of various disciplines, including English Supreme Winner Pool tables, Blackball tables, 2 snooker tables, 2 Chinese pool tables, and an American pool table. You can always mix up your cue sports if you're getting a bit bored with just the normal blackball. They've got dartboards, and they've recently renovated one of them. It looks very nice. It's got a TV for the scoreboard, which is very good. And they've got 6 50-inch TVs and a 10-foot projector screen for live BT Sports. So you can pop on down here and have a beer and watch the footy. If your team is on BT Sports, they'll probably be showing it. And they're open from 10 till midnight, Monday to Saturday, and 10 till 10 on Sunday. No memberships required, so you can just pop on down and pay to play. So we're just open 10 till 10 today, as it's Sunday. Now the Junior Q Sports Academy as well runs every Saturday. But do check for availability, as the organisers do participate in some competitions. That's £10 a session, and it runs from 10 till 12 on Saturday morning and is led by a DBS checked WPBSA World Snooker coach. It's a fantastic way to introduce your juniors into the sport. Make sure that they are coached in a good manner to have some confidence and get some skills early on, so that they can carry that confidence into a lifetime of enjoying cue sports. Stream sponsor for this match is Appiday Multimedia, providing creative digital solutions. I did build a basic website. The website's coming soon at some point. But if you're looking for graphics or websites or streaming support or social media support, then get in touch with Appiday Multimedia. And our next stream is at 3 p.m. It's a race to 11 between Dan Hemphill and Matt Morsdale in the Challenge 21 Cup live final, where the winner will take £400 and the runner-up will take £200. So stay tuned after this match. That'll be a separate YouTube video, so please like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to get a notification on your phone when the new videos are scheduled and when we go live. But the players are now ready to resume this match, so we'll go over to Sam Buckley to break frame 9. Cue ball down, that's unfortunate, because he's got a red and a yellow down as well. It's like the cue ball just got sucked into that top left pocket there. It's a decent spread as well. I might fancy the reds with this one. So I'm not sure what happened there. I was checking out something quickly. I need to go and see what happened because Darren had the foul, but then he's given one away by the looks of it. Yep, Darren just nudged an object ball with his body. And with sportsmanship, he admitted as such. Oh no, he just failed to hit a cushion. That was it. Yeah, that was a really soft shot on the yellow. It didn't really go anywhere. Bit of a miscue. And it enabled Sam to take these reds, which were the favoured colour. I think Darren was just using his open shot there to push a yellow onto the cushion. Didn't make the cushion. Now Sam's looking like he's going to just clear all these up. Well, I think he would have wanted to come up and across a little bit more than that, because he's going to have to get position for the black into the middle right now. Which I assume he can see enough of that ball, yeah. And there's a wonderful clearance there by Sam to make it 5-4. Don't forget, if you're watching, to give the video a like. All of that stuff really makes a difference. It tells YouTube that we're doing well and we're producing content that people do enjoy. So please like the video and subscribe to Rocket Rackers TV on YouTube, and come and give us a like on Facebook. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. You can see they're quite even on these breaks so far. 1 wet break and 3 dry breaks each. Sam has had the foul break, and he's had 1 break more than Darren. Well, Sam has won the last 3 frames now, so from 4-2 ahead, Darren now finds himself 5-4 behind. And Darren's breaking frame 10. So he's smashed them up. He's put 3 yellows down, but he's not really on a good shot here. I mean, he's going to try and... What's he going to do here? Go on. Oh, he's put the white down. It was a good effort there, trying to deflect off a red. If he had got it right and the yellow went down, it would have probably stopped the white going down, or maybe the white would have pushed it in. But now Sam's looking at just 4 yellows to pot. Well, I've pressed the yellow button. I'm assuming he's going to take yellows, because it's still technically an open table. I'll have to undo that if he misses. But it looks like he's taking the yellows, and he's pot it. And he's above this yellow down into the bottom right. And Sam's very quickly got onto this black. And he's put it down to make it 6-4. So that's technically a dish. Sam's first one. And he's had 4 frames on the trot. So we've seen a 4-frame swing now from 4-2 down to 6-4 up. And lots of swings in this match. Sam went 2-0 up, and then he went 4-2 down, and now he's 6-4 up. So we'll see what happens now. It's frame 11 with Sam Buckley to break. That's a good break. Oh, and the cue ball's gone down. It was just bullied in by the reds there. And he did get a red down. Darren's played the yellow down the table. I don't think he's quite developed it the way he would have wanted to, because I think he wants yellows. Oh, and he's put another one accidentally there. That was a good effort. But you never want to prematurely pot, because it means you have fewer opportunities to get around the table and do what you need to do. Fortunately, all these yellows are sat up for him. So Sam returns to the table. He's got a few reds on the cushions. And he's quite restricted in what he can do here. So he's just going to probably try and double this red across into the middle left. That's a fantastic shot there. Right, can he use this? I'm not sure he's got the angle necessary to disturb these 2 reds on the top left cushion. So he's considering a double from here. Might be a good opportunity to. The lower of the 2 reds. And then the cue ball can disturb the top one. Not quite enough, unfortunately. And he might have run out of position. Well, these yellows continue to be in a good position here, as long as Darren can get the cue ball out from this shot. And it might have been a good move there by Sam, putting the red where he did. Just covered the exit for the cue ball. It's relatively straight on this red. He's going to put it into the middle. Just to try and give himself some angle, but it was the more difficult shot. And he's pushed the red right onto the black. Well, Darren's on the yellows. And he might be able to start off with taking the top yellow, sending the cue ball down to cannon the one in over the pocket. And that at least brings that yellow out. It's a bit risky on positioning, but it might be the shot he's looking at. Yeah. Yeah, I think he was hoping the white ball would come down and push the yellow. Oh, that's unlucky. He's left it over the pocket though. If he gets to return, then he'll have a good chance of clearing up the frame. And Darren just touches that one in. Well, it's okay. He can take the yellow into the right middle. But the angle does want to take the cue ball up the table. So he's trying to screw it across. No, he's a little bit further away than he'd like to be on this yellow, and he's hampered by this red a bit. Should be okay though. A good shot. There's a cue ball. Well, it's not the best cue ball, but he's on this black. And very confidently he makes it 6-5. So he's broken that 4-frame streak that Sam Buckley was on. So, where do you think this one's going to go? Leave your prediction in the chat. Could go either way here. I'd certainly be hesitant to call it either way. Certainly a good match for the neutrals. And we're motoring on at a fair pace here. We've had 11 frames in 90 minutes. As Darren Daniels gets down to break frame 12. Oh, goodness. That went off like a weapon, that one. You put 2 reds down. But, yeah. And that cue ball reached orbit, I think. All right. Well, they said it might have been a re-rack there, but I'm not sure on that one. Talking about yellow, a ball coming past the middle. In either event, Sam's put a red down. But he's not on one. But he does have a free table. He might try and get a deflection. As we've got reds covering the yellows. No, and he's not been able to secure the reds there. So we've still got an open table. And Darren takes the reds. So he's got away with the break. Well, it's not straightforward from here, but he's got an opportunity, if he's careful, to clear up on this frame. Well, it's not to be, and Sam is on the yellows. But at least that bottom pocket is a bit clearer now for him. Well, he was looking for a deflection on that yellow, just below the middle pocket. He unfortunately just about missed it. Cue ball. And that is 2 shots to Darren. Oh, cue ball. Oh dear, they've traded fouls. I think he was nursing that injury there. So Sam unable to make the most of that one. So the players just trading visits at the moment. So certainly looking to restore his 2-frame lead. Darren's looking to bring it all square at 6-all. Well, Darren's got an opportunity now to plant that red in. Come far enough, just about. Now he should just be able to play this plant. No, he's missed that one. But Sam's yellow is in plenty of danger now. I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do about this. He needs to keep Darren off those reds if he can. Well, I mean, this black's still tied up on the yellow. It's a difficult proposition unless... Well, that was a good effort to free up the black, but now he's total snookered. And that's not going to be good enough. And now Sam has the 2 shots, which he can use to dispatch the red. I think I'd have moved the cue ball for that one. He might just need to try and get snooker now. Short screw back, tuck in behind the black. I know he's going to go for the pot. And there goes the cue ball. So a bit of a scrappy frame. I think he'd have been better off going for the snooker there. And just playing the yellow down and up the table. And screwing behind the black. Darren uses a yellow to give himself a nice cue ball down here. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Looks like we've got quite a few viewers in today. It's nice to see some decent numbers of you enjoying the Blackball Pool here at Rocket Rackers TV. Please don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel as Darren Daniels makes it 6-all and puts this scrappy 12th frame to bed. And that was the second longest frame there, just under 10 minutes. With frame 4 being just over 10 minutes. So quite swift match going on at the moment, generally. Will it be another 4-frame swing? We'll see. As Sam Buckley breaks frame 13. And the cue ball stayed up, and he's got a red and a yellow down. I'd say yellows look a bit more favourable here. Certainly didn't have a shot on the red. So he kind of had to take the yellows. He needs to split these two up over on the right. He's going to have limited opportunity to do so. And now he's tied that one up between the two reds on the top left cushion. And Darren starts off this frame with a nice little double there. And he's got two reds just above this black to deal with. And he's totaled himself. Well, he could probably just try and sneak up behind this red. Oh, he's touched it. Well, with the angle for this yellow into the middle, it's a good opportunity to bounce down and up into these two yellows. But he's going to take an opportunity to double this yellow out. Treble. No. He needed to try and develop that one, and now he's got another to develop. Well, Sam's going to be forced to deal with these two yellows now. But maybe he can try and get a snooker behind them. Which he's done perfectly. So he played that one quite quickly in the end, and unable to recover. And Sam now has the two shots. He'll be looking to get back into the lead. And that's a sensible shot there. He's just brought that yellow off the cushion. I'll probably take this bottom yellow into the bottom right now. And try and take one of the yellows into the middle. Oh, he snookered himself. Well, he's recovered. And Darren's got to do something about these reds. He can keep doubling away all he likes, but he's got 2 reds there he needs to deal with. Well, they both pot now. Yeah, I'd say all of these balls can go and find a pocket now. It's up to who's the first that can pounce. This is a good chance for Sam. Always. He's covered the black. And Darren doesn't have a shot. Could try another double. And Sam's gonna. Oh, he was looking at the double on the yellow by the black. If he plays it gently enough, he'll at least cover the pocket, which he has not quite managed there. But I think he's. No, he hasn't got a sneak up. I think Darren's got a passage into the top right red. So just another scrappy one in. Just maybe the nerves are building a little bit. It's a nice plant there though by Sam, and he's in pole position now for this frame. The last yellow over the middle left bag will give him nice position on the black. He just needs to drop that yellow in. Don't need any more pace then to achieve that, which he's done. And he restores a 1-frame lead to make it 7-6. Don't forget we are back at 3 p.m. depending on when this match finishes. And we'll need a moment to set it up in between. So if this match finishes at 3 p.m, then our cup will be around 3:15. But please stay tuned today on Rocket Rackers TV for more Blackball Pool final action with the Challenge 21 Cup final between Dan Hemphill and Matthew Morsdale. That's another race to 11 with the winner taking 400 and the runner-up taking 200. You are watching the Challenge 21 Plate final with the winner taking 130 and the runner-up taking £70. This is frame 14. Well, we've got 3 balls down, but we've got a bit of a cluster in the middle there. I think he could pick off a yellow on the right-hand side. We might just be going for it. There you go. He's managed to cannon in a yellow. And he can take a yellow across the cushion here. Yeah, and now he's got this bottom yellow into the bottom right. That's going to send the cue ball up the table into another yellow. Oh, he managed to avoid the yellows. And the cue ball managed to avoid everything. And that just rattled in the pocket there. And Sam Buckley is now at the table. Looks like he's got one problematic red, really. The one below the black. And he just takes a safety shot. So Sam's got an opportunity to maybe recover this red, but I'm not sure where he could get the cue ball to stop Darren finishing off these yellows. So he's probably going to look at, well, he's got a long shot into the top right, and that's a decent shot there. But now he needs to maybe find a safety shot. Well, he's not able to get to his red there now. Up and down. Oh, looks good. Yeah. That doesn't stop Darren being able to clear up from here. Yeah, we can plant this yellow by the red. Or maybe not. It's a good effort, that one. Just stop Darren from being able to pot. Well, he might be able to play a plant here using the red. That's what he's looking at. Wow, he's got a nice snooker. Well, Sam's not been able to recover. So Darren has 2 shots. Well, he probably just wants to play this yellow up. Try and get a good cue ball. Well, that's a wonderful shot. Let's play this nice and gently. Perfect. And he's now in prime position to take this frame. I'm going to cut it in to the middle left. Oh, double it. Oh, it was a bit risky, but that red is on the cushion and unpottable. You might have been concerned about the cue ball going into the bottom left bag there. Well, it's difficult to get safe anywhere on that table. Oh, and Darren's put the white down. So now Sam is in prime position to take this frame. I wonder if Darren's thinking, what if he just tried a straight pot rather than doubling that black? As now Sam restores a 2-frame lead and makes it 8-6. And is 3 frames away from victory now. Still, anything can happen in this match. Darren could snatch another couple of frames and be 8-all. That's frame 15. Sam Buckley to break. It's a good break. It's just unfortunate not to get anything down. So a dry one. Darren's got a couple of yellows. Oh, and he's covered a yellow with that red rolling down the table. And now reds look quite good here. So they cover the black as well. Darren just making sure Sam doesn't have a shot on his first visit to this frame. Dan Hemphill in the chat. He's one of the finalists for the cup final. He says Darren's giving it away now. Yeah, a bit. Maybe that injury's playing into him. Maybe he's getting a bit tired from his late night. He does burn the candle at both ends. Just a few mistakes. Definitely with shot selection on that black, I think, because he would have sent the cue ball down the table. And that would have made it a bit better if he had missed. Sam wouldn't have such an easy red. But Darren's got an opportunity to get stuck into this frame now. Bottom pockets are cleared. All the yellows go somewhere. You could play the plant in the top corner. Oh, he's just going to put that one in. He's just got to be careful now. You might need to take this yellow into the middle. Yep, uses the big pocket. Oh, he's just missed that one. A bit of frustration and tiredness, I think. Oh, he's a little bit in no man's land with that one, but he's got a red down into the bottom left. He can take. And then he'll have a red into the middle. Well, I can take the red up into the top right now. Oh, he's missed that one. And Darren keeps dropping his chalk through his magic pocket. And he's still alright. He's going to take the yellow into the middle. All the bottom. Well, Sam's going to need a good shot on this red to get position on this last red. Both Darren's yellows are pretty much over the pocket now. That's a wonderful little cut there. He's just got to be careful of position now. You can bring the cue ball down on the left-hand side of the table. Well, it's not the best position for a shot on the black, but it's not bad. He'll take it. And it's not dropped. Oh, and he's not made the cut. And Darren will drop this black down to make it 8-7. And he does. So there we go. This match continues. No one is getting clear into the lead. Just the one frame in it. So we've got Darren Daniels breaking frame 16. Oh, well, he's really not broken well there. Well, it was certainly dry. Looks like Sam will pick a yellow off here. Can he develop anything from here? Nope. Well, Darren covers the pocket. Definitely some work to do here to develop these yellows. Not sure if Sam can try and force some sort of plant out of this. Oh, that will do. I think this will go up and down. He gets a total snooker. Sam might get a kick here. Oh, how's he missed both of those? That's unfortunate. Well, Darren's got 2 shots now. Maybe he could play a plant off this yellow. No, he's just going to clear that blocket. Might maybe helped a little bit. He's going a bit far for that red. He's lost control of the cue ball on this one now. Well, he must have fouled. Not sure what Darren did to foul there. We'll have a look. I think it was because of the... Oh, let's have a look. Yeah, so he used his first shot to pot the yellow. Well, Sam's moving forward in this frame now anyway. I think he must have touched the ball. That's the only explanation I've got. I couldn't see it. Well, a chance here for Darren. Everything goes. Well, he can come across the table and take black into the top right. Or we can screw this and come for the bottom left. Bottom left it is. And he makes it 8-all. So these streaks come in twos at the moment. But with an odd numbered race, that will come to an end eventually. Both players now 3 frames from victory. A maximum of 5 frames left in this match. Who can take initiative in this last stretch? Sam Buckley's breaking frame 17. He'll be looking to get a better break than what was left for him in the last frame. And he's certainly dished up those reds, those balls, and he's got a red down. But he's not on a shot. That's really unfortunate. And the best he can do here is just try and not leave Darren on a shot. But Darren's found a yellow.
Oh, that was in. Fuck off.
So yellow just bouncing out the middle pocket there. It does happen from time to time. We haven't seen that for a while though. And he's hit that one as well. He's got fortunate to leave it over the pocket. That was a pocket that Sam wanted. He's got 2 reds up that end of the table. He might now try and just take a pocket of his own. Oh, he's attacking this. Not sure what he's going to do up the top there. Cue ball. Well, he doubled that red, but he's given the foul away. That's a chance for Darren now. He brings his yellow out. It's okay. It's not on the cushion. Oh, Dan Hemphill has arrived at the venue. He's going to watch the last few frames of this plate final in the flesh before his cup final. I'm not sure you can see that yellow. He's going to have to tackle the one over the pocket. And he leaves it over the pocket. And Sam Buckley will return to the table in this frame, but I'm not sure there's much he can do. He's got 2 reds tied up. He's not got the touch he wanted there. Wow, this is for Darren to take now. Now I probably need to send the cue ball down the table and back up, get above this black. Oh, no, he's gone for the total snooker. And he's missed it. And I don't think Sam was expecting another chance at this frame. He just sends that towards the pocket. And he'll take the one into the middle now. He's got the angle to take the one on the bottom afterwards. Oh, no, he's missed it. And he's submitted the frame. A bit of frustration there. Obviously expected Darren to pop that black, and he's probably quite disappointed with his effort into that middle bag there. Not that we condone giving the frames away in such fashion. It's better to force the player to pot it, because he could still make a mistake and pop the white. There's always a possibility. Always make them pop the black. As now Darren Daniels will be breaking frame 18 to get on the hill. Well, he's got a solid break this time. Got a yellow down. He's got a red into the left middle. He could probably plant into the right middle another red. I don't think he's got a yellow here, not a straightforward one. Maybe into the top right, but it's a bit of a difficult shot. And I think red's better placed in this frame. Well, he's not taking that opportunity. Can Sam stop Darren getting on the hill? He's going to take the reds. Now he's just pushed the black over onto the yellow. He'll need to liberate that. Well, he's covered the pocket. And red's covered two pockets now. Oh, that was well played there. Using the outer red to bend the yellow around. You've got a couple of good touches there. You could probably just put a little bit of screw on this, and then there's a yellow into the bottom left. Well, that's made things a bit more difficult. Snuck into the middle bag there. Got a bit lucky. That was a good pot. Another good pot. Oh, and he's looking good to get on the hill now. And he does to make it 10-8. So another 4-frame swing. And Sam Buckley needs to win the last 3 frames. Can he do it? So this is Sam Buckley breaking frame 19. And he's got yellow down. Don't forget we got the cup final coming up after this at 3 p.m. Half an hour, potentially 3 more frames. Looks like we'll make that. Looks like an open table. Oh, there's a table still open. And these reds look, I don't know. Would you prefer the reds or the yellows? The reds look decent. And Sam's liking the looks of the yellows. Oh, and it's still an open table. And Darren on the hill, returning. Looks like he'll probably take the yellows from this point now. And Sam's able to cover the pocket. Absolutely essential at this stage of the match. You get some strategic cover. bit scrappy. Sam's able to force a red down there. And that's a good shot. Well, this red next to the yellow, it does go into the bottom right, but that's a difficult shot. He's going to try and play a plant, maybe. Well, Sam's slowly been repositioning his reds. They're in a bit of a better position now. Not the best, but much better than they were. I'm not sure this yellow goes into the bottom right. It is hampered. Not really what Darren was after there. There's maybe a bit of a chance here. Oh, that was a good effort there. Now I think this red does go into the middle left pocket as well, so as long as Sam can get underneath it. Yeah, which he's going to do. Oh, he's gone for the top. Well, now it's all there for Darren, other than the yellow on the top left cushion. And Darren's just gone for a snooker. Now, if Sam's able to do this in one cushion, he might be able to kick this in. Oh, but he just missed it. Well, was that his last visit in this match? Darren is on the hill. Looks like Darren's more concerned with putting that red safe than he is developing his own. Okay, Darren's called a push shot there. Oh, we didn't expect that. He's got a stay of execution. And has managed to find himself on the black, which I'm sure he didn't expect to do after he missed that snooker recovery. Oh, but he's missed the black. Oh, what can Darren do here? He's got 5 yellows. Most of them are in good position. He's put the cue ball down, has he? Oh, he has. Oh, he's really keen on giving this frame away. I don't think he could do much more to hand it to Sam. Sam's just going to use a yellow to get nice positioning on the black to the middle. And he's been gifted continued existence in this match final. And it's now 10-9. Can he win the next frame? Will Darren finally put this match to bed? Don't forget we're back at 3 p.m. today. That's only in 20 minutes or so. So subscribe to Rocket Rackers TV and hit that notification bell to ensure you don't miss our main feature, Dan Hemphill versus Matt Mulsdow, in a race to 11 for £400. The cue ball stayed up. Red's gone down. Darren Daniels on the hill. What's he got? He's got a red to the middle. That's about it, really. He's looking at a potential plant there. And that's what he feels most comfortable with. And the table's open. See, we got quite a few of you watching, but only 4 likes on the video. So if you don't mind, please give the video a like and make sure you're subscribed. Sam's on these yellows. Well, he's run out of position here. Well, he's got a shot into the top right bag, but and then he's just gonna double this one out and recover it. Sensible choice. We're only 22 subscribers away from getting to that 200 figure. A fifth of the way to the 1,000 needed to have this channel start being taken seriously by YouTube. So every subscriber helps. If you're sat there thinking this isn't bad, then I can tell you there is definitely better pool to come. Bigger matches, bigger competitions as well in the future. So we're well worth following and subscribing to. Can Sam find a win in this frame and get on the hill? Or has he come far enough? I'm not sure he came far enough there. Has he? Yeah, he did. Just about. He's going to have to try and play this yellow down to the bottom left. That's a wonderful shot. And he's on the black. It's not an easy black, but he's on it. If he can at least put it over the pocket, if he can't get it in. Just a fine cut. Oh, too fine. That was a very difficult shot. But he's on the black. Will Darren snooker him at this point, or will he attack? He doesn't want to let Sam get onto the hill. Yeah, the snooker it is. Total. It's probably quite recoverable. But Sam really wants to get in a position to have a shot on this black now. He's going to try 3 cushions. Oh, and he's lost the match. That is really unfortunate there. That's not the way you want to lose it. It was a good snooker in the end. And Darren Daniels has won the ultimate frame by default there. Sam Buckley putting the black down. That's really unlucky. Well, there's one way to go. It's unfortunate, really. See if we can get a little word. Well done, Darren. How does that feel?
Cheers, fella. Wow, apologies. To be honest, mate, we both played appalling. We both felt so.
Interesting way to win it in the end, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, that's kind of how the game went, I think. Just that just sums the whole, 12, well, how many frames? 21 frames we played? Sums the whole thing up, I think.
20 frames. I think you started quite brightly, but...
Yeah, we just couldn't get it going, I don't think. I mean, me and Sam are definitely having a rematch. We've already said that. None of us played on par today, so we're definitely going to put a rematch in.
Nice.
Get you on it again, Lee.
That'll be good,
And then hopefully bring a bit more to the table.
A bit more entertainment next time.
Yes.
Well done, Darren.
Yeah, thank you, Lee.
You're the plate winner.
Yes, it's a pleasure. After losing every game in the group, it's a bit of pride, I think. You know what I mean? So,
well,
thank you, Lee.
Both of you were 4th in the group, so you're able to get through to the plate final.
That's it, just playing for the pride, I think, in the end, weren't we?
Yeah.
But, well, so you play for pride and you play like that, and you're not proud of that at all, are you? So, no, pleasure again, though, Lee. I think my next game now is the 2nd of June with Ben Lindsay.
Yeah, that's all right. The decider.
The decider, yeah.
Money match.
£200 a man, yeah. So
yeah, that'd be a good one.
Can't play like that against Ben. There's no way I can play.
Just don't do your leg in the night before.
Well, that's the problem. I was at the gym last night. Just pulled the calf muscle and I can't straighten my standing leg up. So every shot I'm sort of but both legs are bent and I just can't get onto my shot slot then.
Yeah, you warmed up a bit. Like after a few frames, it looked like you're able to get around the table a bit, especially with that dish you did. You dished up there in one of the frames quite early on in the match, and it looked like you were in your ascendancy at that point.
Yeah, it's just, little twinges on your leg. No, unlucky to Sam, obviously. But I'll say Sam definitely didn't play to his calibre. But
someone has to lose in the end, I guess. That's the way it went.
Nobody deserved to win, though. That's how I'll put this one today. Somebody has to lose, but nobody deserves to win, Sam.
All right, well, cheers, Darren.
Thank you, Lee. I'll catch you again soon, okay?
Yeah, we'll do.
Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
Well done for reaching the final, and you gave it a good go in the end, Sam. A bit of to and fro there. You were 2 up, he was 2 up, and traded 4 frames each at a time there. And
yeah, that's it. The thing is, it's a classic case of the head got the better of me on this occasion. You know, the stream is such a horrible format to play in. You know, for a new player like me.
Yeah,
I'll crumble under pressure easily, but it's all experience at the end of the day. And I'll take
that's it. You won 2 of your group matches, and you've managed to get through the plate final. That's not a bad showing.
No, exactly. That's it. You know, I haven't been playing the sport that long either, so you know.
Oh, well, you
shows practice pays off. You know.
Yeah, you're doing well if that's the case, mate. So your quid's in. You put 40 into the comp. You walk away with 70. You got your first on the stream and into a final. So you know, good omens. Good start.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Beers on.
All right. Well done for
Cheers,
participating.
Mate.
Cheers. Well, that was the plate final, everybody. Thank you for tuning in and sticking with us and watching it through to the end. Bit of an unfortunate way to end, of course. Nobody wants to lose the final by fouling on the black, but there you go. That's the way she goes sometimes. We have been watching live Blackball Pool from Rocket Ronnies in Southampton. Just one more shout out for them before we tie off this stream and start the next one. They're open from 10 till 10 today because it's a Sunday, so why don't you pop on down and have a knock around. You've been watching the Challenge 21 competition. This has been the plate final. Let me just update this graphic here to show Darren Daniels victorious with the £130. This is a great effort there. Our next stream is in 15 minutes time. Dan Hemphill versus Matthew Moulsdale, so please tune in for that one. That should be a cracker. Dan's on the table now in the orange, as you can see, just getting a practice in. So we will see him in action very shortly. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and also find us on Facebook. That's the best place to find out all new competitions and upcoming action. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. If we don't see you on the next stream, and if we do, we'll catch you in 10 minutes. Thank you and goodbye.